Good evening, traders. Welcome to the F&O Show with Bereez. We are a day away from the first weekly expiry for the Finnifty of the December week, but this week will turn out to be much more difficult than what option prices are actually pricing in. Just let us go over the index and we will talk about it more as the show progresses. So Nifty opened somewhere around 18,730, and right in the first candle, it was pretty clear that Nifty will at least maintain some sort of sell-off in the first, at least a few candles. Well, that sell-off continued for almost an hour and a half here. We retested 18,600. It looked like Nifty might actually break 18,600 for a while, but Nifty took support and we rallied all the way up to 18,700 once again. And from one rejection from that level, we retraced and then we again closed somewhere near 18,700 again. So all in all, a pretty large move in Nifty, as has been the precedence for the past week also. So about 140 point range that Nifty has made intraday. I did not take any trade on Nifty as such, other than the one positional trade that I will walk you guys through. But before that, Kshitij has taken a trade. So Kshitij, could you walk us through
Yeah.
that?
If you could switch to a daily time frame,
Yes. Yeah.
uh, I was long. I went short. Sorry, when 18,600. No, sorry. Switch to an hourly time frame. There, the retest is on the hourly. Yeah. If you see, yeah, the first candle, and when you see the first green candle happening, yeah, that's the trade I took. I went short as I thought the hourly closing was below the previous swing low. So I bought some. Yeah. That's the trade. Yes. No doubt, as you guys can see that I got stopped out, but I was still getting fairly 20 points in Nifty put. Uh, I thought it's gonna carry down or break the lows. That didn't happen, so I placed my stop loss at cost, and it eventually I got stopped out at cost. Then I took a second trade in Bank Nifty. If you could shift to Bank Nifty
Yeah.
and a 30-minute time frame. Yeah, and as I've told you, I live on hammers. So if you see this, there's an inverted hammer. Yeah, and this hammer, why this hammer I traded is because if you see, it broke the day high and managed to close below the day high. Yeah. So if that candle, the first one, the day high candle, intraday high. Yeah,
This one.
yeah. So if you see, yeah. So for me, this tells a story that the buyers got trapped because when a day high breaks, a lot of breakout traders jump in, right, and that's buying. And when this formed, I was pretty sure that there'll be a fall. I did manage to again get good points. I was again getting 20-30 points in the Bank Nifty puts. I waited for a bigger target. I thought a rotation will come towards the day low, which didn't happen. And again, today was a day where I just gave brokerage, I guess, because I again got stopped out at cost. Yeah, so आज यही दिन था, ऐसा ही था, आज से ब्रोकर को रिच किया है.
Yeah.
हो गया
Uh,
ट्रेड.
बीच बीच में ऐसे दिन भी आते हैं,
हाँ
so
हाँ.
there is
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I did. If we can go over the positional trades that I have,
Yeah.
one positional trade is of course retest of 18,600 here. And if you guys remember, this level I have marked for us for quite some time, and I have taken a trade on this before also. So for this particular retest, when this happened, I entered into a positional long trade in Nifty. 18,600 put was sold and 18,550 put was bought. I know the risk reward here is not exactly 1:1, but it will be compensated by the probability of profit that is here. So
Yeah.
again, a risk defined trade and a small volume trade. This is my positional trade account. I do not want to take large overnight risks this weekend because there are a couple of RBI announcements, there are a couple of Fed announcements, and of course, the largest event of all that can potentially move the market quite a bit is, of course, Gujarat election results. And well, maybe election commission does not like the traders because the vote counting is happening on this week's weekly expiry on Thursday. So election commission has made its
इलेक्शन
preference
कमीशन
towards
भी ट्रेडर है
careers.
भाई, सब ट्रेडर है.
Yeah, probably. That could be one of the reasons why it is happening on
सबसे
Thursday.
बेस्ट तो निर्मला
But
ताई ट्रेडर है, बेस्ट ट्रेडर.
Nirmala Tai, yeah, I don't think any single person has moved Indian market as much as
Yeah,
Nirmala
yeah,
Tai
yeah,
has.
yeah. True that.
Corporate tax event sometime back in 2018-19. Go back and check it. It's there. The
One
chart
big
is there.
green candle. It's very easy to spot.
Actually, let us go over the positional trades. Then I'll show
Yeah.
you the candle. I remember that candle.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, true. So the next trade is of course Divis. We have spoken about Divis in our after hours show as well. I know it is a very far out of the money kind of call buy, but my max loss is very limited. And Divis is in an extremely oversold zone, and it has consolidated there for quite a bit. If I could quickly show you the chart here,
Yes.
it has been in this particular zone for how long? 134 bars, 196 days, 200 days. That's quite a bit. That's
Almost a one
over six.
trading year.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much one trading year. Over 6 months, it has been in this particular zone, and it has kind of given a false breakdown, and then it has retraced again above the level. So I think Divis Lab can go up from here, and that is why the trade. Of course, I will roll this trade forward if the Divis Lab actually moves single lot across all the 2 3 accounts that I'm trading. Again, same reason I don't want to take large overnight risk. Reliance as also we had spoken. This is not a specific level sort of trade, but rather the structure trade. If you guys remember in one of our previous F&O show, I had mentioned that the retrace of 242550 sort of level and then again up move was a signal that this up move in the Reliance will continue, and that has happened. In fact, right after I entered the trade, this large candle formed. Now, no doubt, Reliance is retracing a bit, but this 268, 2672, so 2670, 75 level is again the level I'm watching for support here. If this level breaks, I will exit the trade. Otherwise, I will hold the trade. I have no issues because this is a far out of the money put call sell. What I have sold, yeah, far out of the money put sell. Even if the market Reliance does not move, the theta will give me a profit slowly. So that's that. And now, so these are my positional trades. Let me go through quickly with what I did on Finnifty Intraday, since tomorrow was rather tomorrow is Finnifty expiry. It made sense to take a trade here as well. In the first candle itself, somewhere around here, I entered into 19250 straddle, short straddle that is. So call and put both I sold. I collected around 115 rupees of premium there. I had decided to manage the trade similar to how people manage 920 straddle. Excuse me, because it did not make sense to actually take far out of the money options and then manage the position throughout the day. There were simply no premiums. So right out in the down move, the put side SL got hit, and then I held the call all the way till here. And once I saw that Nifty might actually reverse from here, I after a point I booked my call also. All in all, I think I captured around say about 7 points in DK. I was trading only with half of my quantity here because the market is I am expecting market to be really volatile. So right around here, I exited my call, and then I just watched the market as it moved. It again went up, came down, went up again, and so on. So now the main problem with this week is not that there are so many events. The main problem is that the VIX is still at such an ultra low level. If you see here, oops, if you see here, VIX is still at around 14 level. If the VIX is so low, that means market is not factoring in any move, much of the move in the market. And then on top of this, if a large move comes, option sellers have nothing, no premiums to sell, nothing to adjust the positions. So this week, most likely, I will trade very, very light positions. Uh, today evening, in fact, uh, exit polls for Gujarat are expected at around 6:30. By the time this video comes out, the exit polls will also be out. So be mindful of that as well. Can I find that candle? Nope. It's been, oh, I went too far back. Which candle was it? Do you remember? Was
It's
it this candle?
yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So this was the candle caused by our finance minister
Yeah.
because one fine day she came on one fine evening she came on news and she said corporate tax will be lowered, and then well rose up, took a retrace and went
See,
up again.
she did this. She did one more big trade in IRCTC also overnight. She left all. Oh my god! I was like, and I was seeing
Oh yeah, that
that
was
action. Within half
yeah.
an hour, the stock was 30% down and it closed 30% up.
And I
Imagine.
find that
And if you
let me see.
in that candle, there was I was seeing the volumes traded
Was
60,000
it
crore
this
worth.
candle?
Yeah,
It
60,
is this
yeah,
candle.
it is that kind of 60,000 crore worth of volume was traded in a 5 minute candle, which is at the low. So yeah, somebody took that trade. Somebody knew something.
Yes, yes. Otherwise, this
Yeah,
wick would not have
yeah,
formed. So what had happened was, for the viewers who are not very keen followers of financial news, uh, news had come that railway ministry would put
take
a
profits.
certain floor. So
Huh.
they will put a floor on the amount of profit they will come. They will make IRCTC give back to railway ministry compulsorily, instead of board of directors deciding how much to pay out dividends and so on, which is why right out of the open IRCTC sold off a lot. And I don't know whether it was saying that or it was a routine a disclaimer, but then the railway ministry came out and said that no, they will not
Yeah,
interfere with finances of IRCTC to such an extent, and so this entire reversal happened. But you can imagine
yeah,
that from the open, IRCTC had gone down 22%, and from the low it again recovered. So
yeah. So that's
yeah, I know my friend who works for one of the PSUs who did take the trade somewhere here, and he made a killing, and
yeah.
then I looked like a fool at the end of
Yeah,
the day. But
imagine that's a 60% move, like 50% move. If you're really the hell of a trader, you're gonna
yeah, yeah, yeah.
be
This
short
is
at
the
the top.
kind of move
Huh.
only US market shows, because most of the stocks in US markets do
Yeah.
not have any circuits. So it's
I know
very common for
I
you.
have seen pharma stocks in US markets when I used to trade them. 300-400% is nothing for them. It's just bus
In
open
fact, if
mein.
our yeah. In fact, if our viewers want to find out what this thing we are talking about is, YouTube पे जाओ, search करो how to trade biotech stocks.
Oh yeah, biotech stocks. Yeah. We
हाँ.
were so I was working for a prop firm ना, तो मेरे को तो बोला गया था कि वो prop firm ने तुमने बायोटेक में ट्रेड लिया, तुम्हारी गलती, हम नहीं करेंगे कुछ. हाँ.
बिकॉज ये बायोटेक फर्म्स का पूरा ऑपरेशन डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट वन एफडीए
Yeah.
अप्रूवल दैट इज ड्यू. अगर वो अप्रूवल आया तो योर फर्म सर्वाइव्स, अगर वो नहीं आया तो यू गो
खत्म.
बैंकरप्ट. सो दैट्स प्रीटी मच हाउ दैट. सो एज यू कैन इमेजिन, वो स्टॉक एक दिन में 70-80% जाएगा, ऊपर जाएगा या नीचे जाएगा, लेकिन जाएगा. सो दैट
पैसे भी
दैट
जाएगा
दैट वाज
अगर
दैट.
बराबर साइड पे नहीं रहेगा तो पैसा भी जाएगा.
पैसा भी जाएगा, दैट गोज विदाउट से. So yeah, that's that. Now, after some time, I will tune into the exit polls. I'm curious more than anything, not necessarily as a trader, just as someone who follows news a lot. I will check exit polls. Probably I will update our Telegram group as well, as to how exit polls are going. So our viewers, if they don't have time or don't want to follow live news coverage, you can check our Telegram group. That will suffice. All right. That's about it for
Yeah.
our F&O show.
Time to wrap it up.
Yes.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Please do follow us, do subscribe, do comment on our YouTube channel, follow us on our Instagram channel and our Telegram channel where we do keep posting setups whenever we find them. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys.